I'll touch base on a couple of the features as far as the equipment goes and as far as the character advancement. The game is designed as a classless-based system, so when you begin the game, you don't necessarily prescribe to being a warrior or a mage or anything. As you can see, you get with each level, you get parameter points, which are for statistics, and then skill points, which can be applied to various different specialties: melee, range, magic, assassination, trade skills, things along that nature. So you can really customize and play out and kind of create a hybrid character, so you're not just limited to one type of combat or one type of mechanic. You can shift around and make sure that you're really taking advantage of all the different options you have available to you. When it comes to equipment, in the first game we had a system where you could kind of combine pieces of equipment. The second game we've kind of taken that up a notch. What it is you can open a piece and you can take into the crafting menu, the anvil, and you can see I can break it into these basic, you can see the two components. You can break it down into these different pieces, and then using these things I can go ahead and improve the statistics of other pieces. You can see here this is the requirement is 2. You can upgrade it, gives you an idea what it's going to upgrade it to. Statistics go up. It also opens these additional slots so that you can put crystals and runes and thing in to further augment the statistics of the weapon or armor or whatever be it. Additionally, because a lot of the equipment will transfer with you over time because you'll want to keep it, you'll invest time in it, we've added the ability to custom color various regions of the designs to make it a little bit more personalized for you and your friends, or for online play, for guilding and everything like that. So there's not a lot of features when it comes to customization, and those are all the pieces of the armor, whether it be robes or hats or everything along that nature. Additionally, we've talked in the past with a lot of preview articles about the magic system and how that's designed. I'll give you a brief overview of how that functions. Basically, throughout the course of the game, you'll be collecting these various cards that have different statistics and amulets. Now, you can open the amulets and place cards inside of them, basically creating a spell. This is the determinate spell that kind of determines the behavior. You can see we have an area effect, an enchantment, a missile, and a summon. So let's say we'll take a missile card, and then you have, this is kind of like your elemental section, so let's say we'll put a wind card in here. We've essentially created, by putting these two cards in here, a spell. So if we go back out to the game, move into casting mode, you can see I can select it by pressing the right button. There's the spell that we just created. It's very simple, straightforward projectile wind. Now if I want to go back in here, open that amulet back up, you can see these various modifier cards around the outside, each of them having a different effect based on what these spell cards in the middle are. Homing, ricochet. This is an example, we'll put a multiplier card attached to it. Modifies the missile to spray 3 projectiles instead of 1. So if we go back out, the same spell now casts 3 instead of 1. Additionally, certain amulets have the ability to hold more than one set of spell cards. This is one of those examples. I can actually move to a second tier and say I want to do we'll do a summon card, and we'll do, say, let's do a fire card, right? Or actually, let's do a power card. So this is the new one, the second tier. I can also add time to make the summon last longer. And the way that the way that it functions is that the completion of the first spell, the second spell triggers. So you'll see 3 projectiles that when they dissipate into the environment, they trigger a summoning of little guys to fight on your behalf. And then depending on what element you choose, it determines what is summoned. So there's a different combination. So you can see there's a lot of different combinations that you can play with as far as how these spells react, how things play off each other as far as buffs, area effects, projectiles, summons, and there's additional cards beyond those 4. This is what we're showing for E3, and this is the first time we've showed the actual magic system live and in play and how it functions. Will be functioning here at the end of the game. Now the number of combinations are very limitless and open to player interpretation. So really customizable to be able to kind of tailor it to how you play the game and how you choose to advance your character as far as the class systems and everything go. See the multiplier is a 15 shot.